की इंटरेस्टिंग फीचर है उसमें से warm welcome. You join us for this T20 match between India and Oman. I'm Adam Gilchrist, and with me for this match is Michael Atherton, Mel Jones, and the one and only Ali Mitchell.
Thanks for such a warm introduction. I'm sure I don't need to tell you just how much I'm looking forward to the day's play.
Thanks, Alison. Let's now head out to the middle to join the captains for the toss.
The pitch seems to suit it. Good call to bowl first. It certainly looks like there'll be something early on for the bowlers. The openers will really need to keep things tight in the early overs.
These two teams always produce some great games as we see some of the key players come out onto the ground. It's a fantastic crowd in today. It's an evenly poised matchup. Let's see what happens first ball.
Khan coming in.
Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover field. There's a chance if it hits. Couldn't get it through the field. Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Finds the fielder with that shot. End of the over. 3 runs coming off it. India are 3 for none.
End of the first. Not many runs off it. A good start by the bowlers.
The right armour is coming on to bowl from the scoreboard end. Drive straight down the ground, mid-on will collect that one though. Lovely shot, got back quickly and finds the gap.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running.
Just need to keep it simple. Line and length, roundabout off stump. That'll force a mistake. Edged. Yeah, they've gone up here and there's no debate about that one. Big dive from the fielder. Tremendous catch.
An innings that promised much and really, in the end, delivered very little. Pretty disappointing all round.
The field will come up now, you'd think. Pressure should be on as the new batter strides to the middle. They'll be looking for another quick wicket. Brilliant diving stop. 8 runs added there. India 11 for 1.
Steady start, taking a bit longer than they would like to get set. They can launch from here though.
Maqsood, the left-arm orthodox bowler, is coming into the attack from the bridge end. No, terrible shot. Misses everything. The batter's made a bit of a meal of that delivery. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Edged it. The bowler and the slips have really gone up here. They like it. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
Well, they lose at the second wicket. It's a long way back to the sheds, and you can tell they're not happy with that dismissal.
And with that wicket, we'll see a change out in the middle. The task here will be that of support and getting themselves settled into their innings. Really good over, takes a wicket and keeps it tight. Somehow they've got to find some boundaries. Beats the outside edge, good bowling there. Oh, great shot.
That showed great skill, lovely timing. The boundary was the only place that ball was heading. Threaded it through brilliantly, all timing on that shot.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Winds up but misses. Looks like they went a bit too early on that shot. Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing. That could be four.
Caressed that nicely through the gap to the boundary.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Wow, that's missed the lot. Oman managed to keep the batters pretty quiet in that over. We're certainly seeing some very good bowling. Maqsood from the bridge end. Nearly gets the edge. Maqsood with a great delivery there. Trouble. Oh, and the throw just misses the stumps. The chance goes begging. I think that would have been out with a direct hit. Misses. That's a big chance going begging. Bowl, stunning delivery. Free.
Display in the end for someone with such batting skills. This one goes down as a fail.
A difficult period as they come to the wicket. They'll take plenty of time to settle themselves in before facing their first ball. Maqsood over pitches and pays the price. Great shot by the batter. That could be 4.
If that had been thrown to the other end, I think you'd be looking at another wicket for sure.
2 runs coming from that over. India 24 for 3.
Someone needs to grab some wickets and fast. Not enough productivity so far, despite some great bowling.
The left-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the scoreboard end. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Power and precision in that shot.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there's no point in chasing that.
This delivery just needs to be pitched up on a length. Too short, and you're going to get punished on this pitch. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder.
That's the one and only short one for the over. Always good to throw it in.
Singh waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around may stop it before the boundary.
You don't chase those down. Brilliantly timed off the back foot, and that's race to the boundary.
Oman needs this sort of rhythm to be maintained. A good over.
Might look to go big again here.
Perfectly timed. Needs to be on target. The whole team's gone up here. What's the umpire going to say?
It's another wicket. It's the 4th now. Sometimes you've just got to accept that you couldn't do anything about a delivery.
Lots of pressure coming in to bat. We'll have to wait just a little bit longer to face their first ball, though. That's gone. Nice simple catch. Tried to go aerial, but straight to extra cover.
Starting to get interesting now. That's the 5th wicket. And a very frustrated person is heading back to the pavilion.
Yeah, big opportunity. They've worked really hard in recent weeks. They should have the confidence to build an innings and get a big score on the board. The right-arm pace bowler is coming into the attack from the scoreboard end. Goes over the top with that shot.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders. How will the bowler respond?
Doesn't beat the infield. Massive appeal. Might have just been missing though.
As they head back to the pavilion, they'll be wishing they went about this innings a little differently. Not too much to speak of on the scoreboard.
And with that wicket, the new batter will mark centre. Just needs to rotate the strike early on as they get settled into their innings. Great shot, just square of backward point. That might just make it.
A lovely shot off the back foot. The shorter ball having no joy and getting dispatched for 4 runs.
Punch down the ground, mid-off and mid-on in pursuit.
4 runs. They were so still at the crease. Just a slight movement forward. Fabulous shot.
2 boundaries in a row. Time to focus back to line and length. Can't get that outside the ring field. Pandya ready to face their first ball. Really needs to settle quickly and see if they can get the ball into the gaps. Timed through the vacant point position, racing to the boundary.
That ball has raced away. Fabulous footwork. The balance was perfect to get onto the back foot so easily.
But getting a wicket in that over, really good bowling. There wasn't much on offer for the batters.
Working the singles, occasional boundary. It's a good rebuild they've got going. Just need to keep it up for a few more overs before a counter-attack.
Finds the edge. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Got that away nicely. Massive outside edge. A direct hit and this could be gone. Everyone's gone up.
The trudge back to the pavilion, a disappointing display in the end for someone with such skill. This goes down as a fail.
It's a long way to walk out there just to turn around and walk straight back. They'll just want to get this first run behind them and then push on. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. End of the over, 6 off it, India 60 for 7. But from the scoreboard end. Rana waited on that and guides it down to third. Fielder coming around, may stop it before the boundary.
Flashed away and got it well enough to find the boundary. Does very well to quickly get across to this one.
Really wound up for that. Ball seemed to come onto the bat quicker than he thought. Over, India is 66 for 7.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming into the attack from the bridge end. Good pick up, big chance. Was quick onto that in the infield. Drilled that one away. Onto that early, that could be 4.
You can't fault the bowling. Sometimes your opponent is just too good. Wonderful front foot shot, and there was no point chasing that.
Eight runs added in that over. India are 74 for 7. Khan, the left armour, is coming into the attack from the scoreboard end. Dug that out well. Could that be out? Looks like it. Oh, great run out.
A fluent innings undone by a decent delivery. A good wicket to get at a good time.
Coming to the wicket, they'll be looking to play within the V early and expand as they get settled. Finds the fielder with that shot. Edge, amazing delivery. That's a confident appeal. Out. Nicely done by the keeper.
Well, this is a fantastic wicket. Kept the runs down, really didn't get settled and looked to be in trouble for most of the knock. First ball for the batter, coming in.
Down the ground, lovely shot. Mid-off chasing. That could be 4. And gone. Brilliant catch. Really good innings comes to an end. That's going to be a tough total to chase. Someone's going to need to step up with a big score. This total is well below par, and the openers are going to be looking to close this out quickly. The bowlers are going to have to find something to make up for the rest of the batting team's failures.
Singh coming in.
Massive outside edge. Couldn't get it through the field. Just got to follow up that last delivery. Found the edge, but no reward, but putting pressure on the batter.
Singh watched it closely and let that go through to the keeper.
Over the infield with a cracking shot. Cuts that off well in the infield. India with a massive shout. Five runs added in that over. Oman are 5 for none.
First over of the power play finished, and it's a steady start for the batters.
The right-arm medium bowler is coming on to bowl from the bridge end. Great shot through the gap.
Well, you can't fault that shot. It's nicely played, and it was 4 runs all the way.
Getting nicely settled at the crease now. Would have to be very happy with that last shot. Big edge. Time to keep the pressure on now. Great ball, that last one, to find the edge. It's just a case of finding the same spot. This could be out. Outrageous catch. What a wicket to get. Oh, great work. Held their nerve while the ball was in the air, and they've taken a good catch.
What a crucial breakthrough this is. Excellent bowling to get one of the key wickets cheaply.
New batter comes to the crease. Never an easy time to come into bat after the fall of a wicket. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. That's the over. Oman are 10 for 1. Singh from the scoreboard end. Collects that one, simple as you like, inside the ring. Edge, but it drops safely. Time to follow up after such a great delivery. Pitch it on a length is obviously the way to go. Beats the outside edge. Good bowling there. Got that away nicely. Huge edge. Singh has had a pretty good over. Just needed a bit more luck to find a wicket. Goes in the air and gets good purchase.
Just missed the line. Not the worst delivery, but that was dispatched with interest. Everyone just watched that in awe.
Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide of square leg. Could be 4.
There was a gap there and pulled away with conviction to the boundary.
Good contest here at the moment. 4 off the last ball. It'll be interesting to see how the bowler can respond. Straight to the fielder. No. Terrible shot. Over the infield with a cracking shot.
That is a masterclass of batting. Reads the length, gets forward, dispatches it to the boundary. Can he come back with a dot ball?
Things have been kept relatively quiet here. Another good over comes to an end. This bowler knows how to give the ball an almighty tweak. Let's see how they go. Chakravarti straight through them. Batter was late on that one.
Got to their 50 without a lot of trouble. Unfortunately for them, the 100 wasn't to be as they head back to the dressing room.
The new batsman, the captain, is heading out to the field.
Lovely bowling. That's a strong appeal. What's the umpire's decision? Too good. Not sure anyone's going to cut that off.
Nothing really wrong with that ball. Got onto the front foot and found the gap to get that one to the boundary.
That last ball isn't something you want to repeat of. You don't want to be giving away easy runs. Doesn't beat the infield. What a shot. He hit that one hard. No need to run.
You can't fault that shot. Nicely played. 4 runs all the way.
I'd like to see them just aim for the top of off now. As a bowler, you've got to make them play on your terms. Onto the front foot. Super shot. Should be 4.
Sometimes you've just got to stop and admire batting like that. Gets onto the front foot early. Well timed. 4 runs.
End of the over, and a very nicely bowled one. Not much opportunity to score runs there.
India are now allowed 5 fielders outside the circle.
Got that away nicely. Can't get that outside the ring field. Five runs added in the over. Oman are 47 for 2.
So after the power play, they've run well, found the gaps. This run chase seems to be under control.
Misses everything. Now then, what's this? They've gone up. Didn't hear or see anything. Bowler seems convinced it was a good shout. It was definitely close.
Was there a bat on it? Fielders think there was. This could be trouble.
Yeah, not the best of reviews there. Great call by the umpire, though.
Now, I didn't pick up on anything there. Very close to the bat, though.
Driven on the onside, but straight to mid-wicket. Gone. Superb catch. And that's gone. Amazing catch.
So that's the third wicket down. Not a happy person walking off the field. There's a real feeling of disappointment.
A lot of pressure coming to the crease. Not had the best of weeks leading up to this game, so I want to show everyone their strength. Good bowling in that over. Just the one from it. Oman are 48 for 3.
It's been a bit of a battle finding some big overs, but they worked the ball around nicely.
That's a boundary save for sure. Wow, that's missed a lot. Good shot, a beauty. Lovely cover drive, straight to the extra cover fielder. Chakravarti has finished off a tidy over there. Nothing to show for it, but will be well pleased nevertheless. Patel from the bridge end. Was quick onto that in the infield. Nicked it. That's a confident appeal. Let's just see if they can get that ball up into the slot as before. It's so crucial. You've got to follow up that last delivery and keep the batter under pressure. Oh, shot. Masterful pull shot. That's going to find the boundary.
Just sheer power off the back foot. Don't need to worry about running. Might look to go big again here.
Drilled that one away.
You just can't hit it any better than that. Beautiful shot. No chance at all for the fielders.
10 runs added there. Oman is the 2 for 3.
How will he reply?
Across the stumps and a flick of the wrist. It's wide, a square leg. Could be 4.
A poor delivery, and you don't pass up chances like that. Crashed away for 4.
Drive straight down the ground. Mid-on will collect that one, though. Oh, I thought that was passing, but a fantastic dive to cut it off. Oh, great shot.
Yeah, too wide. It was there to be hit, and it was really given the treatment.
Always difficult to focus after what happened last ball, but you just got to stay positive and believe the wicket's going to come. Over, Oman, 74 for 3.
Threaded it through brilliantly. All timing on that shot.
Sharma, the spinner, coming into the attack. The bowler looks really confident. Finds the fielder with that shot. Oh, yes. Oh, brilliant stuff. Opened the shoulder and lofted that over cover. That'll be 6 more.
Extra width gives them a free swing at the ball. Gone a long way back. Extremely comfortable win. Just brilliant on so many levels. You can't